Join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, next review up from the Ghost, from the Haslab Ghost, is Ezra Bridger. He's sort of season 3 through to 4 outfit. Slight differences to the live action one that was released on the Ahsoka card. But yeah, very much similar. This one's probably got more of an animated look. We'll do a little side by side so you can take a look, because there is one to compare to. This one is HAS004. Got the picture on the back. Nice mural. I have already had a look at Hera, so go back and check that one out. Yeah, looking forward to cracking this one open and just sort of seeing how different he is to the previous Ezra Bridger. But yeah, I'm very happy to see these Rebels characters finally in vintage collection format of action figures. Really, really cool. Let's stop talking. Let's bust them open. Let's have a look at it. Alright, here is Ezra Bridger and all his accessories. Looking good. So got some KR stands here ready to go. When we do the peg test, we'll do a comparison to the other version as well. Accessory wise, he does come with this sort of pegged lightsaber hilt, which is nice. That should peg onto his belt. Well, it will. I know it will. We've had it before. Yeah, so only slight differences in this figure is the upper torso, really. That's pretty much it. He also does come with his lit lightsaber hilt, which is nice. Move that outside. He does have his blaster pistol, which will fit in his holster as well. So we get that snug away in there. So that seems to go in there very nicely. Also get another addition to the little Lothcat army, which is very nice. 4 different coloured Lothcats now available. To get a couple with Chopper, and another one with, I think it was Sabine, the deluxe Sabine. So yeah, with 4 little Lothcats. Would be cool to get one that's sort of sitting down rather than just the sort of the same stance, but it's fine. I've got a couple that are going to sort of hang out with the Ghost, and a couple that are hanging out on the live action shelf for Ahsoka. And last but not least, which is the nice little call for this figure, is Ezra's repainted Scout Trooper helmet. It's sort of not a super clean whack together. It's a little bit soft. If I can keep it focused on there, that'd be great. So yeah, there's the front of the mask. You do have a couple of small little pegs there on either side. You can sort of see the peg holes on the back. But I think just the way it's been sort of squashed in the packaging, you can kind of see it's not really humming together that sort of super cleanly, but once you sort of stretch the helmet out a little bit, get it sitting right, it looks pretty good. I do want to put it on and see how it looks. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's locking together a little bit nicer now that it's the thickness of his head. Sort of pushing it out. I don't know, for me, it's almost going to be an on or off situation, I think. I mean, that looks okay. With it up like that, but I prefer to see with it down. Or, you know, just resting aside in somewhere in the Ghost. Put it on his bunk bed. But yeah, nice paint detail on the helmet, which is nice. It's done so by Sabine. She did a good job. The sort of Spectre symbol on the sides. But yeah, in terms of the outfit, you know, it's very much the same as the previous version, just this torso piece is slightly different. And there's a couple of other elements that are just slight different paint schemes, but otherwise all applied very nice and clean. I just love the orange and the yellows. That's something about Rebels that really kicked off. It's just the sort of the colour scheme of the characters. They're very, very individual. You know, you've got Ezra's very orange and brown. You've got Kanan's sort of blue and green. Hera's sort of orange and green. Zeb's purple and yellow. Chopper's sort of orange. They all sort of just jump out really nicely. So the main difference there, the orange sort of highlights there on the knee pads and the boots. They're yellow on the other figure. And you know what? We're going to do a side-by-side right now. No, I'm going to go through articulation, then side-by-side. Alright, so, yeah, double barbells in the head, ball hinge in the shoulders, ball hinges in the elbows, ball hinges in the wrists. On the left wrist, you have an in and out hinge. On the right, you have an up and down hinge on the wrist. It's got the barbell in the thighs. Oh, sort of a double barbell joint there in the torso as well. Swivels in the thighs. Ball hinges in the knees. Ball hinges in the ankles, and a rocker joint in the wrists. Now let's get him on a stand. I know it's going to work well. So there we have it. Let's pop the helmet off. Get that out of the way for the moment so we can do a nice side-by-side analysis. And I've got this one sort of posed up a little bit. So just going side by side, you can kind of see very much the same. Just those torso pieces are different, which is cool. It's a nice way to sort of separate it. You know, give this one a sort of slightly more animated feel. Whereas this one's very much based off of the live action hologram that we saw in Ahsoka. And yeah, just the main sort of colour differences being the highlights there on the boots and the knees. And that's pretty much it. The gloves seem to be the same, hair's all the same. Definitely longing for a Season 1 style Ezra, Season 1 and 2. I'd love to see that, and of course the live action Ezra from Ahsoka, all bearded and beautiful. Alright, so there we've got Ezra Bridger. A nice addition. Go well with the rest of the crew. Love to hear your thoughts. Please send out down below, drop a comment. Love to hear your thoughts. Next up, we'll be looking at Kanan, Mr. Jarrus, Ezra's master. So yeah, stay tuned. Until then, may the Force be with you always.